Hello, this is Mike MacGyver, and we're at MacGyver's Tire and Wheel, and we got a little bit accomplished. Yeah, and the welding machine's dead. We done worked it to death there. So this is probably gonna be the last of the fixings there until we can get another batch JB weld there. But anyway, we worked on the diesel that I got yesterday from Mr. Paul. I said I was gonna take this rocket motor off. So yeah, there it is. We took that old rocket motor thing off of there. And we also took the rear fenders off. Yeah, there's the rear fenders. How about that? That's the rear fenders, and there's the tail end of it, back bumper. Yeah. So anyway, we had this old diesel truck here that had scrapped, and so we took parts from it, and we customized the dump truck. We customized the Mac, and here it is. Yeah, there it is there. So anyway, that's what we did with it. Customized it to that right there. I don't know what y'all think about it, but I like it. Yeah, I like it. And we robbed the front and rear wheels off of this, and I put this set of wheels back on. I was gonna put them other wheels on it, but the axle's real long, so I don't know. I just didn't feel like fooling with it. These fit right on this one, so we put them on there. And the other one there, we just robbed one set of wheels off it, so we hadn't put it back together yet, or put anything back on it. But yeah, we used those two Land Rovers, Land Cruisers, them two Toyota Land Cruisers, and we custom built us another dump truck. Excuse me. And what we used there for the back end is the part of that 18-wheeler cab. We cut the last half of it off, and then I had to it came with smaller diameter wheels on it, so whenever I tried to put these wheels on it, they rubbed each other. So I ended up cutting the diesel truck frame in two right here. I cut it across there, and then I took and I made some I used some M2 plate, and I made me three little squares. Or rectangles, plates, flat plate, and I put one on this piece over here on the end across this way, and I put one on this half across there, and then I put another one in the middle between them, and JB welded all that together, and that made clearance up here, for the wheels to where they wouldn't be, close to each other there. Yeah. And then I mounted this exhaust pipes that I saved off another diesel truck that I scrapped, and I put them on there. They worked up and turned out pretty good. I fitted the exhaust pipes first, and there's a spacer from the M2 plate in between the cab and the pipes. And then I put another spacer on between the pipes and the orange bed. And I JB welded the cab and the orange bed and the exhaust pipes together first before I even mounted these wheels on. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to get the right height and all, but it turned out just about right there. So anyhow, I don't have no mud flaps on the back, but I may try to make some for it there. I actually had mud flaps on it, and I was trying to straighten them, and they was made out of metal, and they broke. One of them broke, so I broke the other one off. But I may try to JB weld them back on one day. Who knows? Yeah, I think it'll look good with some mud grips. I mean, mud flaps back on it there. Yes, indeed. And on the front, I had to file the front of the bumper down a little bit on the inside where the tire is. And also I cut the slide in the frame on the outside of the frame and mounted the axle in there. That's how I managed to get these big old tires in there and then not rub the fender. That's where I started first, was getting the front tires to where they would work. If the front tires wasn't gonna work, then it wasn't gonna be worth it wasn't gonna be work, period. So once I got the front tires figured out and fitted on there, then we went to work on it. Yes, indeed. And as you can see, this was the rear fenders. I cut it. I'm done out of the camera, ain't I? Yeah, there we go. Here, this is the rear fender that was on it. It was mounted right in there. So yeah, we cut that off. And this was the frame that was under the rear fenders. See how this goes. Oh, it's upside down. No wonder it wouldn't fit. Yeah, that's what we cut off right there. Yeah, that's the back end of it. It's too bad I couldn't get this to put back on there. The other cab thing, I mean, the piece I put on there there wouldn't have been no room for it, or it would have been sticking out past the back of the truck. I didn't want that, so. Oh well. I'll just leave it as is. Yeah, might paint some lights on it, or I might put a thin M2 plate across the back there or something. It all depends on if it passes the bed or not. I don't think it'll fit. But anyway, that's what we got done there. And that was today's project. Yeah, I got the blazer put together, but I'm not gonna show it until I get it mounted on a rack. I don't. Yep. I'm gonna get it mounted on a rack first, but along with another blazer, and I got it put away. I got to find it again. It's somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, that was my today's project. I liked it. Turned out real great. No doubt. Homemade dump truck. Compliments of MacGyver. And Pete. Don't want to leave Pete out. He worked as hard as I did on it. Anyway, I want to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. And we'll catch y'all on another one there. Don't know when it'll be, but until then, this is Mike MacGyver, and I'm gone.